The Lagena brothers and their team are working on a small island off Nova Scotia's southern coast to find hidden treasures. The island is thought to hold valuable items left by different historical figures over time, and the TV show, The Curse of Oak Island, follows every detail of their search. The team often meets in the war room, where they are always excited and ready to dive into any new leads. However, they haven't found much yet. Just a few ancient Roman coins and a lead cross that could be linked to the Knights Templar. This cross discovery has led them to do a more careful, archaeology-focused excavation to check for more similar items. A spooky twist to their search is the legend of a curse that claims 7 people must die before the treasure can be discovered. So far, 6 deaths have been linked to this hunt, a dark fact that hangs over their efforts. Still, the team keeps going, hoping they won't end up as part of this frightening statistic. Every step forward just brings up more questions. Now they're thinking about building a big steel dam to dig deeper, which means they need to bring in more heavy equipment and spend more money. They've hired a crew to build a large crane pad, but by a strange twist of fate, it ended up right where they want to dig next. This mistake shows how their enthusiasm sometimes gets ahead of their planning. They met with Vanessa Lucio and Mike Jardine from Irving Equipment Limited to discuss how best to access the underground structures beneath their equipment. As they progressed, the ground began to give way, creating a dangerous situation that underscored the challenges and risks of their venture. When the Irving Equipment Limited team managed to stabilize the developing sinkhole, the area still remained too dangerous for more exploration. When their usual method of exploration was blocked, they switched gears to a different strategy, planning to reach what they believed to be the original location of the Money Pit's vault by using an older tunnel known as Shaft 6. Rick was optimistic that this less direct route would bring them success. Their commitment to Shaft 6 showed their determination to keep going despite challenges. This ongoing search makes one wonder about what drives people to hunt for treasures. Is it a genuine interest in historical finds, or is the chance of finding wealth the main attraction? As the team digs deeper, they uncover layers of the earth and possibly the deeper reasons behind their relentless efforts. Most recently, they discovered a 19th century tunnel, part of an earlier failed attempt to reach the Money Pit from below. The Lagena brothers, along with Alex Lagena and Tony Sampson, were on a mission to uncover the hidden treasures of Oak Island. They were excited about the latest data from the southern shores of the island, provided by the Center for Geographic Sciences. One of the images showed a triangular shape sticking up from the seafloor, which Marty Lagena believed was crucial to explore further. The team had found evidence of what might be a second flood tunnel near the island, which could validate some of their theories about intricate defenses built around the island to protect whatever was hidden there. The waters around Oak Island have seen a lot of ships over the years, so finding old anchors or other ship parts wouldn't be surprising. Each new discovery fuels their hope. Yet Oak Island doesn't easily give up its hidden treasures. The excitement of a potential find often meets the harsh reality that it might just lead to another dead end. Whether this latest clue will help solve the history of the island or simply be another piece in their exploration remains to be seen. Nevertheless, the possibility that each clue could be the key to treasure keeps them coming back for more. As the day began, the Oak Island team was already busy, their excitement mixed with a familiar sense of urgency. Today, they focused on an object thought to be a boat anchor, discovered in the cold North Atlantic waters. Rick, perhaps more hopeful than convinced, insisted on a thorough examination of this artifact before moving forward. Alex and another diver, both trained for this type of work, volunteered for the dive, perhaps a bit too quickly. This dive wasn't particularly deep, just 28 feet below the surface, but it was crucial in their ongoing search. On land at Smith's Cove, the scene was just as repetitive. Gary Drayton and a few others were digging tirelessly, moving soil and rocks, but finding very little. Joined by Alex Lagena, Peter Fornetti, Jack Begley, and Tony Sampson, the team prepared for another dive with a routine that had become all too familiar. The so-called anchor, now considered a potential clue, was just one of many underwater items they had chased before. Its importance was discussed not because it was valuable by itself, but because it offered a new focal point in their ongoing search. The atmosphere was a mix of cautious hope and dull routine. Switching from the usual land-based searches, the team, led by Jack, ventured into the sea. They investigated an unusual triangular structure protruding from the ocean floor, directly aligned with the infamous money pit. This alignment made them wonder if the structure was connected to the island's second flood tunnel system, which could potentially lead back to the money pit. Jack and his team had hoped for a simple treasure hunt on land, but now their search had extended into the ocean, complicating their quest significantly. Their determination was strong, nearly obsessive. The treasure hunt had evolved from an exciting adventure into a complex challenge, with each discovery leading to more questions than answers. The team is excited about the possibility that this hatch might lead to the well-known money pit or another valuable spot. Inspired by this possibility, they started digging the next morning on the southern shore, where they believed they might find a wooden pathway, historically known as a slipway, connected to a structure called Shaft 9. Rick, Marty, and their team recently stumbled upon something that might be the most important find of the year on Oak Island. A new discovery near the money pit was found, suggesting that there were once man-made structures on the island. Along with the wood, they found a lot of clay, which the team thinks played a crucial role in keeping the wood in good condition. They wonder about the huge effort and time that must have gone into building these structures over 160 years ago. The team is hopeful that this recent find will lead them straight to the exact location of Shaft 9, greatly advancing their quest. Understanding this landmark is essential for mapping out the network of underground tunnels and advancing the broader search for treasures on Oak Island. The past week was a roller coaster of emotions for Rick, Marty, and their team, starting with significant setbacks that dampened their spirits. Yet, they ended on a high note with the discovery of a long-forgotten searcher's shaft, which reignited their hopes. This discovery suggested they might be close to finding the original money pit, a legendary site rumored to hold vast riches. If they were to uncover a centuries-old vault filled with priceless treasures like gold and precious stones, it would be a monumental discovery that would not only validate their years of effort and dedication to the search, but could also change historical understandings. The team at Oak Island, led by Lagena and Gary Drayton, was on a mission to uncover the legendary treasures believed to be hidden in the money pit. They discovered Shaft 9, a shaft that was 6 feet by 12 feet long and was believed to have been used in the construction of the shaft. This discovery raised questions about the methods and strategies used by past treasure hunters on Oak Island. Lagena's methodical approach to the digging process was evident as he focused on detailed documentation and precise measurement to guide future efforts. With this new evidence, the team worked diligently to understand the full significance of their latest finds on Oak Island. As they began measuring Shaft 9, they were excited to check if the dimensions of the shaft matched those recorded in the 1850s. Upon measuring, they found that the shaft's dimensions were exactly as the old documents had recorded, providing a strong clue in their long search. However, the team remained cautious due to the site's significant changes over the years due to numerous digging efforts. As they dug deeper, they started finding more clues that could lead to big discoveries about Oak Island. Following more in-depth digging, they made a critical discovery. They found a connection between Shaft 9 and the ancient wooden slipway. This confirmation that they had indeed located Shaft 9 was a major milestone in their quest for the money pit and the legendary treasures believed to be hidden there. The presence of wooden crossbeams on top of the tunnel confirmed its age and original purpose. Now, with a direct connection to the slipway confirmed, the team had concrete evidence that they were exploring the tunnel referred to by Dan Henske. The week after this significant find, Lagena and Gary Drayton went back to the triangular-shaped swamp on Oak Island, eager to delve deeper. The current conditions allowed for a more detailed search, and they carefully navigated through the area, looking for any signs of human-made structures or significant artifacts that could shed light on the swamp's historical importance. Gary's metal detector buzzed near the water's edge, indicating their method might be paying off. Rick started digging at that spot, and before long, they unearthed a ring from the swamp. This seemingly simple ring could be crucial in understanding. During the final excavations on Oak Island, a frightening discovery was made. Once again, a remarkable discovery has been made, and this time it provides conclusive evidence that the Oak Island conceals wealth. During their concluding excavation of the C1 cluster on Oak Island, the Oak Island made an unsettling discovery. The team has been keeping a close watch on the progress in the hopes that any significant developments will bring them closer to the treasure chamber or offset vault they have been searching for so long. B4 sea shaft is nearly at its utmost depth of approximately 90 feet. This location is located just 5 feet to the north of Borehole C. They discovered what may be the remains of 15th century wooden structures. Significant traces of silver and gold were also discovered, leading to speculation about the original location of the money pit and the possibility of a conduit leading to a treasure chamber. Well, this frightening discovery at Oak Island during the final excavation appears to be more exciting than previously believed. How did humans in the 15th century use wood to construct such complex tunnel networks? I do not understand the purpose of this. The discovery of a tunnel at a depth of 90 feet is viewed as a significant indicator that they are closing in on the original location of the money pit. Each excavation increases the likelihood that precious objects will be discovered in the subsequent grab or scoop. Since the gold was discovered in the water, they believe it may have been transported to the money pit. The group unearths a few random timber planks, but the most significant discovery is a massive iron fastener. The craftsmanship's primordial nature suggests that it is at least a century old. The fact that it occurred prior to the discovery of the money grave leads them to the conclusion that there may be artifacts from that time period somewhere. One of the items is a hand-forged spike, which immediately becomes the subject of fascination. Given the significance of each prospective lead, the organization intends to investigate the influx. It appears crude, but it contains hand-forged raw iron and shows signs of age, making it a significant artifact that may cast light on Oak Island's history. At a depth of about 130 feet in the B4C shaft, the crew encounters difficulty after hitting granite. Due to time constraints, further excavation in the money pit area cannot occur this year, but information gathered from the 5 massive steel tunnels dug in the preceding months lends credence to the theory that the treasure sought after for more than 2 centuries is still buried somewhere beneath Oak Island. The team is aware of the difficulty posed by the funding gap, as well as the significance of technological innovation and the effective application of existing technologies in order to continue their investigation. We may soon learn more about the spike's history and significance thanks to Carmen's knowledge and careful examination of it. The iron spike discovered in B4C shaft led Carmen Legg to conclude that it belonged to a Middle Ages rock drill. The crew had discovered a few swages 2 years prior, and he concluded that they may have been used to sharpen rock drills. He connected the two by asserting that the swages were found in the same location. It is believed that the rock drill, which is utilized for both drilling rocks and splitting apart enormous boulders, has been in use for quite some time. The rock tool resembles those employed in medieval times. Its very presence inspires a multitude of intriguing theories regarding the money pit's history and the wealth it conceals. The group questions if this artifact provides additional evidence that they are approaching the legendary treasure. The rock auger is historically significant because it was likely utilized in the initial construction of the money pit. The prospect of discovering a concealed chamber or room enhances the appeal of further exploration. As they reflect on the new discoveries the crew has made throughout Oak Island, such as the stone-paved section in the marsh along the ancient stone road, they ponder who may be responsible for the Oak Island enigma. Are they possibly getting closer to determining who is behind this mystery? And specifically what is hidden within the money pit? Even as they continue their quest for answers, the Lagena brothers are grateful for the unwavering support. A significant ship find alters everything. The Curse of Oak Island's 8th season centers on the discovery of a significant ship that could change the course of the inquiry completely. The gang discovers a polished piece of wood that resembles a handrail, which prompts them to surmise that it was once a section of a ship's railing that was attached to the surrounding stone road. This finding adds to the body of data that suggests the wetland once served as an open seaport. However, a large object is impeding their efforts and keeping them from going any further. The gang remains unwavering in their resolve to explore the marsh and learn what lies beneath its surface despite this obstacle. Despite the fact that a significant ship finding has completely changed everything. One of the objects that the crew discovers is a polished piece of wood that resembles a railing. They believe it to be a fragment of a ship's railing, and that it is attached to the surrounding stone path. This would provide as another evidence that the marsh formerly served as an open harbor. They encounter a large item, though, which prohibits them from exploring further and learning more. They won't stop looking until they find what's hidden there, since the group is certain that the swamp holds the knowledge they require. During the 8th season of The Curse of Oak Island, a significant shipwreck is discovered and made public. The group finds a significant relic that has the power to change the direction their search will take, which throws everything into confusion. The find raises questions about the ship's history and purpose, while also giving the members new causes for optimism and excitement. The group is more motivated than ever to carry out their inquiry and uncover new clues that could ultimately unveil the secrets of Oak Island, as the mystery grows more baffling. A number of shipping logs were found by the brothers, providing proof that an armada of French soldiers reached Oak Island in 1746. The Duc d'Anville expedition, which was sent from France with the goal of retaking Louisbourg, may have been the source of the artifacts. One of the most thrilling metal detector discoveries on the show happened in the 1st season. Steve Zazulik discovered a copper coin of the Spanish 8 denomination. The object was probably moved there at some point in the 17th century. During the 2nd season of The Curse of Oak Island, metal detecting helped uncover more old coins. Gary Drayton found 2 Britannia coins from King Charles II's reign while walking along the shore. It was hidden beneath a layer of rocks, one of which had the year 1771 carved into its surface, and pyrite. When the crew inspected one of the coins found that season in the episode titled The 90-Foot Stone, they discovered what appeared to be a cross symbol on one side of the coin. The show had the name The 90-Foot Stone. The greatest degree of hope was given to the searchers by this specific treasure that was discovered on Oak Island in 2022 or before. Was it appropriate to utilize it in a financial institution? An episode from the 5th season of the show focused on one of the most significant archaeological finds discovered throughout the course of the series. Drayton and Lagena found a solid lead cross at the seashore after bringing their metal detectors there. It was discovered after analysis that the artifact most likely originated in the 13th century. Additional investigation establishes a link between Oak Island and the Knights Templar in subsequent episodes. Another of Drayton and Lagena's gems was uncovered with a metal detector in the 6th season's opening episode. To search for hidden wealth, they traveled to a region of the island that had not previously been investigated. They moved a big boulder, dragged it up from under it, and found copper in a well-preserved cartwheel 2 pence. Drayton uses his metal detector to focus on a signal, which Lagena uses